Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video, very excited because I have all 7 shades of the brand new LYS Beauty cream stick blushes. So they've had cream blushes before, but this is the first time they've had it in a stick, which I love their bronzer stick. So I was very, very excited to see that they came out with a blush version. I got all 7 shades and I'm gonna try them all on. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about these blushes. They are called the Higher Standards Cream Glow Blush Stick. So the blushes that they have in the pan, they're also cream, but they are a matte. So these are considered a glow blush stick. And it states it is an irresistibly creamy blush stick that instantly brings a flush of color to the cheeks with an illuminating finish. This lightweight, easy to blend, vegan blush stick blesses skin with an instant pop of color and wearable luminosity that brings life to the makeup look. Whether worn alone or alongside other complexion products, this dewy, ultra creamy formula layers perfectly to achieve a natural flush of pigment on the cheeks. Featured in LYS Beauty's signature triangle shape, the stick maneuvers around the face, nose, and cheeks for a healthy looking glow with effortless application. So again, yes, it is. It looks exactly like, it's shaped exactly like the bronzer stick, except the packaging is this really pretty pink. And I am not the biggest pink fan, but this is like the LYS pink, like it's like a blush pink, which I really like. So what I like about this is that if you have like one blush and then you have the bronzer, you don't have to look at the tag to know what color it is. You don't need to know if it's the blush or the bronzer because the package on the outside is different. So I do like that. It's shaped the same, so they're pretty easy, and these are pretty nice to store. But I like that, really pretty. It says LYS on the side here. There are 7 shades and they are $20 each, and the shades are Focused, which is a warm cinnamon pink, Elite, which is a mauve, Curvy, a perfect peach, Courageous, a poppy orange, Outgoing, a watermelon pink, Unfazed, berry, plum, and Bubbly, a soft pink. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to swatch them all first, and then I'll also insert a picture in natural light. I'm filming this late at night, so there is no natural light right now, but I will take a picture before I post this video, and I will insert the picture so that you can see the swatches in natural light. But then I'm going to also try each shade, one on each side, and then the last one, which will be Bubbly, I will just put on both cheeks and end with that. But that way you kind of give a comparison, see how it looks, and then also see how it looks on my fair skin. So I have like light, maybe light to medium skin tone, and then I'll tell you which one is my favorite at the end, and if I like it, because I have not tried them yet. So let's go ahead and do some swatches. Okay, so before we do the swatches, let's go ahead and look at the packaging as I showed you the outer packaging. When I open it up, this is gonna be the shade Focused. When I open it up, you'll see that it's just like the bronzer stick. And then when it clicks, it kind of clicks. So you'll see it stops, and then it stops, and then it stops. So that's a pretty, I like that about it. So that you can also bring it down, which is nice. So again, we're gonna start with Focused. I tried to look at the shades and match them up, so I'm comparing similar shades or similar undertones. Maybe one's a little bit deeper than the other, to do a side-by-side comparison. That's kind of how I broke up the shades. I didn't go by the order of the shades online. And then 5 of these shades are available on Sephora, but 2 of them are not. The 2 that aren't are Outgoing, which is the watermelon pink, and then I think Courageous, which is the poppy orange. I think those are the 2 that are not available at Sephora as of yet. I don't know if they will be or if they are LYS exclusives. But this one right here is going to be, so this is Focused. This is the warm cinnamon pink. And you see, I can definitely see the glow on these blushes. It's a really pretty, really pretty glow. Okay, next up is Elite, which is a mauve. So I'm trying not to use too much product, but that's gonna be Elite, which is the mauve. Okay, next is Curvy, which is the perfect peach. Blend it out a little bit here. Next is Courageous, which is the poppy orange. So that's why I put the orange next to the peach, because I did want to do a side-by-side comparison of those two. Okay, next is Outgoing, which is, ooh, the watermelon pink, and ooh, she bright. She bright. So this is Outgoing, which is the watermelon pink. Next up is Unfazed, which is the berry plum. And as you can see, these two are definitely the darkest. So Outgoing and Unfazed are definitely the two darkest. And then finally we have Bubbly, which is considered a soft. That is going to be Bubbly right there. Okay, so once again, we have Focus, the warm cinnamon pink, Elite, the mauve, Curvy, perfect peach, Courageous, poppy orange, Outgoing, the watermelon pink, Unfazed, the berry plum, and Bubbly, the soft pink. So those are the shades, and these are obviously in light. What I will do now is I will insert a photo in natural light, same order, but these will be just swatches on my arm in the natural lighting. So again, from left to right, the Focus, the warm cinnamon pink, Elite, the mauve, Curvy, perfect peach, the Courageous, the poppy orange, Outgoing, the watermelon pink, Unfazed, the berry plum, and then Bubbly, the soft pink. Okay, so now let's go ahead and try these on. Okay, so there's several ways that you can apply these. You can apply these straight on the cheek and then blend it out. You can just kind of tap it with a brush and then go in. You can tap it with a sponge and go in, or you can do it with your fingers. I'm gonna try a couple different ways. I'm going to try this one. This is Focus. This is the warm cinnamon pink. This one, I can tell you right now, is going to be my favorite. Like, this is the one I'm gonna use, and this is the one I'm gonna use the most. It's totally my jam. I looked at it. It's just everything I want. So I already can tell you this is gonna be my favorite, which is my second favorite, you know, is yet to be determined. But this one is also probably the lightest. So I am going to use this one to apply directly to the cheek, because that one I think this is probably the shade that I can do that with. Like, I'm not gonna try that with the Outgoing, the watermelon pink. Like, that's just gonna a disaster. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to apply it straight to, let me get my mirror. Okay, so again, this is Focused, and I'm just going to apply it on the cheek like this. Now, with the blush, I don't necessarily recommend doing it this way, because I think you have the chance of getting streaks. But I figured I might as well go ahead and try, because, you know, I know someone is gonna wanna be able to do that. And I think that depends on the shade, which can work for you, but I think you can run the risk of applying too much. Okay, so this is Focused, and one, I will tell you, it does have a beautiful glow to it. Two, I don't feel like it picked up my foundation at all, which is great, even though I applied it straight to the skin and then buffed it out. You know, I don't feel like it did that. Blends out really, really nicely. So very, very happy. Absolutely love the shade. Like, warm cinnamon pink, again, that shade is just all me. So this is Focused. Okay, next up is Elite, which is the mauve, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, because I think this is another shade that I think I can do it. Now, these aren't necessarily flat because of the way they're brand new, so that's kind of why they have like the little triangle. Once you start using them, that's gonna go away. I did clean the brush, so I'm gonna just buff this out. And okay, so this is Elite. This is the mauve. So this is Elite, the mauve, and this is Focused, the warm cinnamon pink. I really like both of them. They're, you know, they're close, but they're definitely a difference enough on each side. So again, Elite and Focused. Okay, so I have cleaned my cheek, I have cleaned my brushes, and we're gonna go now in with the shade Curvy. And Curvy is the perfect peach. And what I'm going to do for this one is I am going to brush a little bit on the brush directly and then apply it to the cheek. So I think that's pretty much how I will probably wear these going forward, because I think that is just a better way, because these are pretty pigmented. They do blend out pretty nicely, but they are pretty pigmented. So this is, again, Curvy, the Perfect Peach. Okay, so here is Curvy. I think I played a little too much, but that's fine. I'm not gonna go in easy with a cream blush. I do is just go back in with a powder, or go in with a powder, a damp sponge with your, with that you put your foundation on if you use one, and just kind of, that's usually what I do, pat it off. And that also will help with the longevity as well. So, but this is Perfect Peach, really pretty. I really like the glow of these. There's like, it's not a shimmer. It is really just a nice glow to it. I'm not one for glowy blushes, but I really like this one. Okay, next up is Courageous, and Courageous is the Poppy Orange. Now this one is definitely deeper, so I'm gonna try and not apply too much like I did with the peach one. And using the same brush, but I did clean it before, and applying it just like so. Okay, so here is Courageous. Again, this is the Poppy Orange. So again, this is the peach and this is the orange. So you can kind of see the comparison of the two. This one definitely seems to be darker. However, you can build them up, you can blend them out. So they can really end up being the same tone. I think I probably applied a little too much on both of these. Again, they are very pigmented, so a little goes a very long way. So even though, and these are only $20, the product's gonna last a while. So again, this is Curvy, the Perfect Peach, and this is Courageous, the Poppy Orange. Okay, so I am back and I have cleaned my face once again, and now we're gonna go in with the shade Outgoing. This is the Watermelon Pink. This is the bright one. So these two are the darkest, so I'm going to go in with a sponge on these. These are a little bit damp. I'm gonna go in with a sponge. So I think that's probably the easiest way to control that. I could be completely wrong, but I'm gonna try. So I'm going to just go very lightly on this one and see, because she's bright and she's pigmented. So we already know that these blushes are pigmented, even the lightest shade. So I'm gonna try and go in really lightly. And again, this is Outgoing, the Watermelon Pink. Okay, so here is Outgoing, the Watermelon Pink. I even, put a little bit on my hand, and it's a lot. So I think I can definitely work with this one. It's just one of those that you have to be very, very careful with, and I'll have to kind of trial and error. It is a beautiful pink. I am not one, I never really got on the watermelon pink train, and I think this is beautiful. So I think I just need to work with it. Am I going to keep all 7? Probably not. I'm probably going to keep probably 2, maybe 3. So I definitely don't think I'm going to keep all 7. But this one is really, really pretty. It's a really pretty pink. It's just a matter of making it work for me. But if you like the watermelon pink, this one is gorgeous. Okay, the other dark shade is Unfazed, and this is the Berry Plum. So again, I'm taking a different sponge this time, just so that I make sure I don't have any other product on it. And I'm just gonna go very lightly and try and go very, very lightly to apply it. I think my favorite way of applying these is straight with the brush, and I'll probably do that the last one. I think that's my favorite way to apply it, is to brush it with the brush and then use the brush to apply it on your cheek. So, but the sponge is working too. I think it's just a kind of a trial and error, but right now I think my favorite way will be the brush. Okay, so this is Unfazed. This is the Berry Plum. Now on my little monitor, camera, viewfinder, they look very similar. So I'm gonna be curious how they look to me when I start editing and I can see it, and just kind of see how it looks on each side. But right now when I'm looking at it, it looks very similar. So, but I'm sure that there's some difference between it, because there's definitely some difference between these two shades. So again, this is Outgoing, the Watermelon Pink, and this is Unfazed, the Berry Plum. Okay, so clean cheeks, and we're down to the last one, and this is Bubbly. This is the Soft Pink. So I think this is probably the second lightest shade. I I like the brush that I like the most is this one from Anissa. I don't even know. This is the all over face. I think a similar brush like this would be the BK Beauty. I was going to use like a kabuki brush, but I didn't really like that. So this one is it's kind of fluffy, but it's also still condensed. So I do really like this brush with this. So I'm going to apply it my favorite way that I think. I'm going to just take it on the brush and then apply it on to the cheek like I did before. So that's what I'm going to do for this one. And again, this one is the soft pink, and again, it's bubbly and it's the soft pink. And I'm going to apply it on both cheeks as well. Okay, so I applied it on both cheeks, and again, this is bubbly. This is the soft pink. So I think for the pinks, this is definitely going to be my favorite. My favorite of all of them is exactly the one that I thought, which is Focused, the warm cinnamon pink for sure. This is a very close second though. I like this one a lot. This is the soft pink. But again, it's very, very easy to apply too much. However, it's very also easy to blend it out and you know, just kind of go in and soften it up. But a little goes a long way, and it's, again, just use sparingly is what I would say. So my thoughts on these, I think they're fantastic. I think they are so good. Again, 20 bucks. I love the glow. I think the glow for someone who doesn't like, if you really like a glowy blush, like you love the Pinkgasm from Charlotte Tilbury and that's your like ideal blush, then these are probably not for you because these aren't nearly as glowy. But I'm not the biggest fan of those. Not that I don't like them. I prefer the matte blush over the, you know, the glow blush ones. These are kind of like an in-between. This is the in-between. This has a nice subtle glow, but not overpowering. And because what I a lot of times do is I mix some of the shades. I mix like the matte and then the glow, like a Pinkgasm, and I mix them two together. So this kind of gives me that without having to mix it. Plus 20 bucks, and when I tell you it's gonna last you a very long time, it's gonna last you a long time because this is gonna, you just need so little. I think you need a lot less than what you do with the bronzer stick. And I use the bronzer stick, and I use it quite a bit, and I still have it. And I do have a lot of bronzers, so that's that makes sense too. But I think these are great. I think getting one or two shades is, you know, perfect. Get like a warm and a cool, get whichever works for you. But I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I do have a promo code and affiliate link. So there's an affiliate link down below. It'll be for LYS Beauty as well as Sephora. But I also have a promo code on LYS Beauty. So I have two right now. So the one right now is LYS blush stick. You can use that and save 20% off anything off the website, but I created it for the blush sticks. And then I also have one which is LYS March 24. So if you're watching this in April or May, just try LYS the month and then the 2 digits of the year. So 24. If you're watching it like in May of 25, try LYS May 25. That's typically what I try and do. I have to create a new promo code every 30 days. So that's usually what I do. So right now it is LYS March 24. And then I also have one for LYS blush stick. So that will save you 20% off anything on the website that's regular price. Like you can't use the promo code on something that's on sale, but that makes these 16 bucks. I mean, that makes these $16. So, you know, that's like almost drugstore price, and this is great. So I love LYS. It's such a great brand, really affordable. They have some amazing products. I think I like these more than the ones in the pan, the matte. I'm not sure yet. I really love those, but I might like these more. I'm not sure. So we'll stay tuned on that. I love them both, but it's a tough call. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite. Which one are you picking up? Are these a pass for you? That's fine too. But let me know which was your favorite on me. Which one would be your favorite or your pick? So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.